Welcome back to the BiCo SMP. This is Season 2 and Episode 2. Because I meant to do a lot more on this server, and I haven't yet, I did plan out a mega base. It is 7 chunks by 7 chunks, but I also lost that world, so I'm gonna have to do it from memory. And from 2 screenshots. Regardless, here we are, because I was told to make an iron farm, or sorry, not an iron farm, an iron shop, and I don't know how to do this. I assumed I had to go through Mr. Moss, which I hate him, but he isn't here, so I guess I'll leave. I'll just build a shop somewhere random and hope people find it. As far as I can tell, since Mr. Moss is gone, I don't have to go through anyone, so I can do whatever I feel. I'm so... Excuse me? What is this? Who built this? This seems like an axolotl sort of build. That's my guess. That's crazy. So what I'm seeing here is I really need to get building. Okay. Wonderful. Is this even... I think this is just a set piece. I don't see an entrance, so... Or there is an entrance if you're... This is a shop? You built all this just for a shop? That's crazy. That's insane. I am not gonna do that. Can I put it in there? Do you think anyone would care if I put it in the honey, or in the beehive? Actually, I don't want to. Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one, but instead this one. If we okay, hold on. And then we're also actually gonna take these so it doesn't look really weird, because to be honest, at the moment it does look really weird. And then that is how we're gonna get into the shop itself. So this is smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I don't know why I thought this was gonna be a lot bigger than it is. Last I checked, the BiCo SMP isn't Doctor Who. Okay, so if we, let's see, take this. This is, by the way, this is me completely going off the cuff. I saw a thing, I was like, okay, sure, that sounds funny. And now we're just gonna improv it, and hope it works out. Why is this here? Who did this? Who did this? Taking the logs. Okay. So, at the moment, I'm just trying to figure out costs. I have priced 1 stack of ingots as at 5 diamonds. What the calculator says after I multiplied it by 9 to get the price of 1 block, which would, if we were using the same conversion rate, that would be 45 diamonds per single iron block, which seems a little... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't mean that, actually. That is not true. Do not listen to me. No, what we're gonna have to instead do is figure out, okay, 64 divided by 9, that's 7-ish, so we'll call that 7 because it's 7.1 repeating, so essentially you're paying... Wait, okay, so per block, or per stack of iron ingots, you can make 7 blocks. So 7 blocks... 7 blocks is equal to, roughly, of course, we're just gonna be estimating, because, so what that will mean is roughly because you'll have a block left over, or sorry, you'll have 1 ingot left over. So you're paying 5 diamonds for 7 blocks and 1 ingot. So if we multiply that by 8, we can get 56, not 63. We'll need to multiply it by 9, actually. My bad. Wait, what? Can I undo that, actually? Because that was not... I'm not entirely sure what I was going on about there. So we've got 7 blocks... 7 blocks and 1 ingot for 5 diamonds. So if we get that to... So how... Okay. Or I could also just subtract 1 more. Say that 1 diamond block is... Or sorry, 1 diamond is equal to a 1 block of iron. That's probably the easiest... That is the easiest way I could have done that, totally. But that's probably the best way to do pricing for this. And I just went about it in a really, really roundabout sort of way. And this chest... Oh, actually, what I meant to do is... Just so that people don't get turned off by that, comes with a free coupon. So, you'll be spending 32 diamonds, but you'll also get a coupon... wait, okay.
Many months later.
1 per customer per day, we'll say. Okay, so that was exhausting. And we're not even close to stocked. I'm going to have to AFK at the iron farm for probably a while. So I came here to check to see if I had any sales. It's been a couple days since I built it. And apparently, illicit trade warning? What does that mean? No. I don't care. Also, your prices make me sad. Who is me? I don't know who left the sign. Skill issue. Supply and demand. Oh. Okay. So... Supply and demand, you know? I could have... So, my iron farm is actually relatively... It's not the oh, nice. It's not the fastest iron farm ever. It's not the most efficient. I am not happy about these prices. Skill issue. Again, supply and demand. So the supply... Okay, let me explain finances to you and the economy. Okay, so with the... Wow, okay, hold on. Let me get into a place where I'm not going to bump into walls with my camera. Okay, now let me explain the economy to you. So, in national trade, there's something called supply and demand. Essentially, and this is a very vast oversimplification here, by the way, but essentially, if the supply is low and the demand is high, prices go up. This is how you get things like artificial scarcity or planned obsolescence. This is how big corporations make money, by making people think that it's scarce and not something that you can just get anywhere at any time. So that's how they get people to pay ridiculous high prices. However, when demand is low and supply is high, prices are going to go down. Let's say I'm trying to sell 64 firework rockets. Let's say I'm gonna sell 64 firework rockets, and that's a pretty high amount of them. Comparatively. Obviously they're not, but for this example they are. But nobody really wants firework rockets. Again, just for this example. Obviously, people want firework rockets. But if people don't really want them, they're not going to want to pay a lot of money for them. That grass is getting in the way. Let me punch it. Okay. They're not going to want to pay that much money for them. So that's how you get things like, oh no, we made too much. We're going to sell it off at a discount. And so essentially, that's what I'm using. My supply is relatively low for the amount that people actually want. People want, like, a lot of iron, and I don't have enough to keep up with the demand. So naturally, I'm going to sell it at a higher, comparatively, price in order to actually be able to make a sustainable business model. Theoretically, and this is rather low. Like, this is low. These prices are not as high as they could have been. I'm saying here that one iron block is worth 1 diamond, and apparently this diamond is not happy about the prices. So that would be 9 iron ingots. So if we take that and say one diamond is worth 1 ingot, so then I could charge... No, it is not. Hold on. 1 diamond is worth 9 iron ingots, for those of us who can count. 1 diamond is worth 9 ingots. So if we multiply, or if we figure out how many stacks of 9 there are in 64, we get 7. I'm giving these to you at a discount, at a 2 diamond discount. I'm selling these for 5. That is actually a very large discount. That is worth 45 iron ingots, so essentially you're getting 19 free. So if you actually work out the math and do understand how the economy works, these are just competitive prices. These are competitive. These are low prices. Especially for the amount that I have at the moment. Because if we come over here, and it's raining apparently, never mind, that was a fast rainstorm. Oh, it's raining again. If we look at what I have here, this is not a lot. This is less than 1 double chest of iron ingots, and also there's blackstone, and a bed. I don't really know how that got there. But for the amount that I have available, and the amount that people want, this is reasonable. So that is my explanation for why I have charged those prices. Now, about the registration thing, apparently I have to see Mr. Moss, but I don't... Whoa, that was clean. Are you Mr. Moss? Is Mr. Moss here? Okay, so there's not really much I can do. Also, I don't want to. I don't respect Mr. Moss. I don't like Mr. Moss. I will not bow down to Mr. Moss. I will kill Mr. Moss. This is, you can use this against me in court. I am planning a murder for Mr. Moss.